Hey there, I'm Chef Ani. Today we're going to be making onion rings. I love onion rings, especially when they are baked, because they don't have as much fat or grease when you bake them. So whether you're trying to keep a figure or you're just looking for onion rings that you can eat every day for the rest of your life, this is the recipe for you. Onions are nothing to cry over. They are packed with nutrients. Onions are high in antioxidants. They reduce the risk of cancer, lower blood sugar levels, low in calories, and high in fiber. Whew, that is impressive. And so are the onion rings that we are going to make out of them. So, enough talking. Let's get cooking. Okay, so to make our onion rings, all we need is one onion and we're going to cut it into rings. I like to cut off one side. Peel the first layer off because that can be a little tough. Now I'm just going to cut rings about 1/3 of an inch thick. Oh my, oh wow. Oh, this isn't good. There's gotta be another way. So I took to the internet to try to find a solution to my onion crying problems. To say what I found surprised me would be an understatement. But do they work? Let's find out. Light a candle. Wait a minute. It says nothing here about how many candles. Better to be safe than sorry. Now I'm just a little concerned I might set myself on fire. Chew gum. Maybe I'm not chewing enough. I don't think it's working. Oh man. All you will need today to make these onion rings is some panko breadcrumbs. Now a quick note on that, if you want to make these onion rings gluten-free, you can buy panko breadcrumbs that are gluten-free. Just make sure that it says gluten-free on the packaging, or you might have a problem. Some cornmeal, some salt, paprika, and cayenne, parsley, basil, water, and flour. Okay, so now while we wait for me to figure out that onion situation, we can make the two components which is going to make these onion rings tremendous. Okay, so in a pretty shallow bowl, I'm going to add my panko breadcrumbs, cornmeal, the paprika, parsley, basil, salt, and cayenne. Mix it thoroughly, because if you don't do it thoroughly, someone may get a mouthful of paprika, or they might get a mouthful of cayenne, which probably wouldn't be a good thing. We can set it aside and we can start on our batter. So we're gonna add our flour and our water. Did you know that before earning its title as the Big Apple, New York City was known as the Big Onion, because you could peel off layer after layer without ever reaching the core? Now we try you onion that's been in the freezer. Yeah, I would say that worked. I mean, I'm still, like, my eyes watered up, but I'm not like, breathe through your mouth and stick your tongue out. Attractive. I think it kind of worked. I wouldn't say it was completely successful. Okay, so now I've set up a little bit of a, what would you call it? Conveyor? It's not a conveyor. Okay, so now let's make our onion rings. So you're just gonna take an onion ring, sliced round thing, onion ring in the batter. Drain as much batter as will come off. Flour and seasoning mixture and coat it. Now I would highly recommend that you do these with forks and not your fingers. Then you get it all over your fingers, more on your fingers than you do the onion ring. Ask me how I know that one. Now don't throw away these little pieces. They may not look like much, but when the onion rings come out of the oven, I eat these first. Stick a piece of bread in your mouth, okay? Again, they don't say how much, but they did say a piece, and this is a piece. Okay, now that we have our onion rings all assembled, I'm just going to spritz them with a little olive oil in this fancy olive oil dispenser spritzer thing that I got for Christmas. But if you don't have one of these fancy spritzer thingies that I got for Christmas, you can use a pastry brush and dab on the oil onto your onion rings. We're going to bake our onion rings at 450 for 20 to 25 minutes, flipping them halfway through their bake time. Whistle while you work. Cut underwater. It's really hard. I lost it. But I mean, the uniformity of these onions aren't good because they float. I was trying to cut an onion that's like floating away. Guys, granted, this did work and I'm not tearing up. But is this realistic? Wear goggles. Not a single tear. When I wear these goggles at home, my family always thinks I look like a bug. But I figure I need to weigh the balances here. I can either cry or I can wear goggles and look like a bug for a little period of time and then take them off afterwards and look completely normal. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel too. Okay, so now I get to try this. Wow.